If you're managing a dairy processing plant, you already know the daily struggle. Keeping your facilities spotless and free from microscopic threats is just an exhausting, never-ending battle. You're constantly having to balance the need for rigorous sanitation against the sheer wear and tear that harsh chemicals inflict on your incredibly expensive equipment. Well, today we're looking at a completely unique, patented approach from Si14 Pharma that literally changes the entire dynamic. We're talking about a professional antimicrobial technology based on colloidal silver. It offers premium, Swiss quality protection, and the best part? You're getting it directly from the manufacturer. It is fully certified, 100% safe, fiercely effective, and honestly, a brilliant investment for your facility. Let's dive right in and see exactly how this unique technology can completely upgrade your production line. Look, we've got to start with the painful reality on the ground. What are secondary contamination and stubborn biofilms really costing your facility every single month? Because the dairy industry operates in a zone of extremely high microbiological load. When your sanitation protocols fail even just a tiny bit, the costs absolutely skyrocket. You're dealing with product spoilage, shortened shelf lives, and customer complaints. And treating these issues the old-fashioned way means relying on heavy chemistry. That forces expensive line downtime for aggressive clean-in-place cycles, not to mention the hidden costs of constantly re-cleaning. These microbial threats are silently eating away at your profit margins and your brand's reputation. Just think about the specific vulnerabilities in your own plant. It usually starts right at the raw milk reception, right? That's where psychrotrochic flora can easily establish a foothold before pasteurization even begins. Then you've got the pasteurizers, the heat exchangers, and that notoriously complex network of pipelines and valves where stubborn biofilms just love to hide. Further down the line, there are the fermentation and maturation vats, and perhaps most critically, your packaging and capping lines. That's where secondary contamination usually strikes, right before the product goes out the door. And let's not forget the cold storage and warehouses, where condensation creates the absolute perfect breeding ground for mold and yeast. A breach in literally any of these zones can compromise an entire batch. But here is the ultimate solution to those bottlenecks. Si14 Pharma's colloidal silver. This is a highly premium, fully certified, professional-grade antimicrobial technology. At its core, it's a completely stabilized aqueous colloidal silver system, and it proudly represents an elite Swiss-level commitment to safety and precision. Because this is a patented product, you're buying directly from the manufacturer, you are guaranteed an uncompromised, verified solution that holds all the necessary certificates for the food processing industry. It is a completely unique, top-tier approach to facility hygiene that simply leaves those outdated, aggressive cleaning agents in the dust. Seriously, when you compare this to traditional heavy chemistry, the difference is night and day. On one hand, you have the harsh chemicals, and we all know the headaches here. They are incredibly corrosive to your expensive stainless steel machinery, they create a toxic working environment for your team with awful odors, and there's always that terrifying risk of leaving chemical residues behind. Plus, they demand massive downtime. Now contrast that with Si14 technology. This is a 100% safe, pure water-based formula. Zero chlorine, zero alcohol, zero aggressive oxidants. That means it physically stops the corrosion of your equipment. It is totally safe for your staff and integrates so seamlessly into your workflow, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. So you might be wondering, how does something so incredibly safe actually work so well? Well, the science is genuinely fascinating. We are talking about microscopic silver ions interacting directly with the protein structures of microorganisms, whether that's a bacteria forming a nasty biofilm in a pipe or mold spores floating in your cold storage. This interaction safely but decisively disrupts their enzymatic processes. Because the microorganisms can no longer process enzymes, their ability to reproduce just completely shut down. It doesn't chemically burn the bacteria away like toxic chlorine does, it simply and elegantly neutralizes them at a biological level. You get maximum protection without any of the toxic collateral damage. The secret behind all of this is the precision engineering of this patented formula. Let's look at the exact, verified, technical specs. The silver concentration is perfectly optimized at 40 to 50 parts per million. The metal purity is an absolutely astounding 99.99%. We already talked about the pure water base, but the particle size is where it truly shines, an average of just 15 nanometers. That ultra-fine particle size, alongside a spectral maximum of 395 nanometers, guarantees that the silver remains perfectly suspended and active. It provides incredibly dense, even coverage over literally any surface it touches. This unparalleled level of purity is exactly what makes this a highly desirable, totally unique product for any modern facility.
So how does all that pure science translate to the factory floor? Si14 actually designed 3 highly versatile operational modes so it scales to your exact needs. First up is Mode S, the standard mode. This uses just 2 milliliters of concentrate per liter of water. It's absolutely perfect for general surfaces, conveyor belts, and ambient room sanitation. Then you've got Mode H, the heavy mode. At 4 milliliters per liter, this is your secret weapon against high organic loads, complex pipe joints, and those stubborn biofilm risks. Finally, and this is incredibly unique, there's Mode A. This is a process mode for microdosing a mere 1 milliliter per 1,000 liters directly into your technological water or even the product flow itself, subject to your quality control team's approval, of course.
And the deployment? It's totally seamless. You don't have to overhaul your entire factory to start using Si14. It fits right into your existing HACCP protocols. You can stick to standard spraying and wiping for your tables and line exteriors. You can soak your small inventory parts in disassembled valves. But one of the absolute coolest applications is dry fogging. You basically turn the solution into a mist that fills ambient air spaces, reaching every microscopic crack in your cold storage to completely eliminate mold. You can also hook up automated pumps for direct microdosing and easily treat your packaging and bottle caps just moments before they hit the filling stream.
Okay, I know exactly what you're thinking at this point. A premium Swiss quality product like this, direct from the manufacturer, it's gotta cost an absolute fortune, right? Nope. 74 cents. That is exactly what 1 liter of the standard working solution costs you. Just let that sink in for a second. You are getting world-class 99.99% pure colloidal silver antimicrobial protection for less than $1 a liter. It fundamentally changes the economic model of plant sanitation. You are no longer having to choose between high-quality safety and your budget. Si14 gives you the absolute best protection in the industry at a mere fraction of the operating cost of harsh chemicals. So how on earth do we arrive at that 74-cent number? It's all about the yield. A single 5-liter canister of Si14 concentrate yield up to 2,500 liters of standard working solution. The industrial 5-liter canister is priced at $1,850. When you do the math, the efficiency is just staggering. One single canister gives you enough volume to secure your reception zones, your pasteurizer exteriors, fermentation areas, packaging lines, and your warehouses. It's a highly concentrated, incredibly efficient investment that practically eliminates the massive shipping, storage, and handling costs you get with those giant vats of traditional chlorine-based cleaners.
And the true return on investment? It's undeniable. Let's look at the numbers. Even a 1% drop in spoilage on a $200,000 monthly output saves you $2,000. That covers your entire sanitary budget multiple times over. So buying Si14 isn't just about spending money on cleaning supplies, it's a massive strategic cost-saving move. By stopping secondary contamination at the packaging stage and securing your product's shelf life, you drastically cut down on product recalls, write-offs, and wasted batches. The product literally pays for itself. When the sanitary budget for an average facility using Si14 runs around just $120 a month, the economic argument is a complete no-brainer.
So, how do you actually make the switch without disrupting everything? Well, Si14 offers a smooth, completely risk-free onboarding process. They are not asking you to change everything overnight. Step 1 is a simple pilot zone implementation. You pick a single challenging area in your plant. Step 2, your own quality control team runs microbiological checks and swabs to verify the results with their very own eyes. Once they see that dramatic drop in the microbial load, Step 3 is a seamless expansion across the rest of your plant. Finally, Step 4 is locking in an annual supply contract to guarantee your pricing and secure your facility year-round. It is totally data-driven and proven right there on your own equipment.
This really is a totally unique opportunity to buy a proven, fully certified, patented product directly from the manufacturer. It's time to take the step, secure your pilot program, and see the brilliant results of Si14 Pharma for yourself. Why continue to risk your brand's reputation and your extremely expensive equipment with outdated, corrosive chemicals when a completely safe, incredibly cost-effective, and distinctly premium alternative is right in front of you? It's time to upgrade your facility's hygiene to a truly modern, Swiss quality standard. The only question left is, how much longer can your plant afford to rely on outdated chemistry when the future of dairy sanitation is already here?